Welcome to another episode. I don't know why I said it like that. Welcome to another episode of The Professor and the Princess.
It was just high energy.
Right, exactly.
I like
Pumped. I don't know where that song came from. But anyway, we are your hosts. This is the brilliant and the lovely and the gorgeous Randy.
Hello.
Everything to me. And I'm Henri. And we like to talk about what it really means to be human in this ever-changing, moving,
Crazy.
swift, wild, exactly, crazy world that we live in. So like from culture, tech, identity, emotions, we like to dig deep, right, into love and growth and struggle even, and really explore what it's like to stay grounded in all the noise, because the world is noisy. I don't know if I want it to be quiet. I like the noise, just when it's manageable. But what we really like to do this season and in general is to decode cultural change. Like, how are we making people think differently? Throw some stuff out there, perspective of just ways to look at things from a different angle. In this episode today, we're talking about people with the it factor, which I kind of dig this whole moment. Like, who has the it factor, or how do we define the it factor? It's going to be, I think it's cool. So like some of the things that we've been thinking about is like, what makes people magnetic, right? I want to be around you. So other questions that came up, I'm like, so you ever met someone who just had it?
Yes.
They got it.
I'm sitting across from him.
Whatever, Randy. No, that's all you. I just kind of show
no.
up. No. I need to own it, right?
You need to own it.
I won't. It's so crazy. Well, you can't explain it, right?
Right.
That's kind of what we thought about. Like but you can feel it.
Yes.
Okay, so maybe you're right. The way they walk into a room,
Yes.
you know, and what else did we
The
put
way they
here?
sashay in a room.
You're like very RuPaul, because RuPaul definitely has it. And RuPaul is also a Scorpio, which we love too. So we call that the it factor. But what exactly is it? Is it confidence? Is it charisma? Is it authenticity? Or is it something deeper, like alignment between who you are and how you move through the world? Right? So maybe it's some of that too. I think that's so dramatic. But what comes
I think
to
it's all of it.
right? What comes to mind when you think
Everything
about
you
this?
said, it's a person who has confidence,
Yeah.
presence. I think authenticity is absolutely critical, because when someone's fake, it's just a turnoff.
Yeah.
But somebody who moves through the world in a way like, yeah, look at me, without the arrogance or the narcissism, just the, I'm here.
Yeah.
I've arrived, right? And
So
you know
interesting.
immediately, I know immediately when one of those people walks into any room. There's, the everyday person, which is fine. And then somebody walks in and everyone's just like, oh. And I know you're like, Mr. Don't, but I see it when we walk into a room together. People all turn like, who's that about you?
Aw.
I see it all the time.
Oh my God, Randy, that's so.
It's the truth. I have,
Insane.
like I've told you, I have no reason to.
Oh, you don't bullshit. Like you never.
Well, I would like not do that to you.
Yeah.
Certainly not in this situation.
But it's no need to. Right. Exactly. Like to blow someone's head up with the false stuff.
No,
Right,
it is a phenomenon. I actually have thought about it. And this is the truth, like even with my own family, who we are equal opportunity haters of most of the human race.
I need that t-shirt.
We're misanthropes.
Listen.
But everyone in my family is obsessed with you. They just like, when's Henri coming? When can we see him? What is he doing? Even my little niece and nephew, who don't really like adults.
They
Like,
don't.
when's Henri coming?
Love them.
So I do think you have to just kind of own it.
You know, it's interesting you say that, and we'll talk about some folks that we feel have the it factor, because I think that every celebrity doesn't have the it factor. I think there's some, they have that hit, right? And who comes to mind right now is Niecy Nash. I love what she said.
Oh,
when she
she's amazing.
Isn't she something? But what I
I want
love,
to thank myself.
listen, that thing blows my mind. And actually, it's a mantra that I use for myself every now and then when I'm feeling in the dumps,
Right.
because I know that I'm putting the work in to show up a certain way.
Right.
So when my friends and folks who are not my friends, who I experience, say things like that to me, I'm like, when I hear that, I'm like, I feel like I'm walking in my blessing. I'm walking in what God gave me as a gift.
Yes.
So to reframe it, so I'm not sitting in a space where I'm like, no. And I'm like, well, that's great if you feel that, because I do the work to live
Correct. It's
as
not right.
what I'm here for.
Right.
You know?
And there
Right.
is a level of magnetism to that. But it is much more, it's much deeper, and in your case, more spiritual, because you come into a room not just with the right swagger and all that, but it's also, there's almost like a peacefulness. Like you can't mess me up because I'm in my peace. I'm grounded and I am clear on who I am, what I am here for, and the outside noise and distraction is not going to get through that.
Yeah.
And I think most people cannot say that. They get easily agitated or derailed, and you're always, I've never seen you not clear on like who you are and how you show up.
Yeah, it definitely takes work for
Of
sure.
course.
Do you think that the it factor is like anyone can have the it factor?
No.
Can everyone?
No.
Do you think, or is life, humanity designed that way, or what are your thoughts?
Well, if everybody had the same persona, everybody be talking at the same time,
How about
right?
that?
And there'd be too much noise. So
Yeah.
there are the leaders and the followers.
Yeah.
There's the extroverts, the introvert. Like there's so many different layers to, how people show up in the world that somebody has to be the audience, right?
Yeah.
It can't, everybody can't be the performer. And I'm not saying you're performing, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, the lead.
There's a leadership quality to it.
Yeah. Who's the Beyonce of the group?
Right.
Right? Who is the Bruce Springsteen,
Right.
of the band?
Right.
It's kind of one of those moments, which I
Right.
love that.
And it doesn't mean that the rest of the band isn't really good at what they do.
Bruce wouldn't be
Right.
who he is if he didn't.
Right. But they're still the boss, right? It's a great
Listen.
example.
It's so true.
And so does it mean that they don't have the it factor in their own right? I'm not sure about that. But I know that in that scenario, that's how it plays out, right?
And that's a reflection of the world in so many ways. It's so true. I remember when I auditioned for graduate school at NYU, the leader of the program at the time, Robert Landy, he's so fabulous. He's come up with some really great theories. He talked about that for me. It was an exercise we were doing, and we were in a circle, and he said someone needs to be the guide, and then someone needs to be the ego or something like that. I forgot exactly the wording that he used. And he said to me, because I did like the exercise, and he called me the Pied Piper.
Yeah.
He said, you have a thing about you, which means that you, again, know who you are and what you bring to the table, or you're intentional about what you bring to the table at the time you bring it to the table. And that's what makes people follow.
Yes.
Right? A good leader has it.
Yeah.
So it's rich, I think. But I think that what comes to mind too, the controversy of it all, right, is when people think they have the it factor and they don't, and it's inauthentic, and how that shows up.
That is definitely true. And I think there are probably more people like that than people who actually do have it.
They're faking the it factor.
Or it's not even that they're faking it. They're just, you can be boastful and arrogant and full of yourself without having the merit, shouldn't be doing that, right? You shouldn't be doing that, but you're going to do it because you've boosted yourself up in your own head. Your ego makes you behave a certain way. It doesn't mean it's authentic or that other people will. The thing about having this factor is not how you feel, it's how others react to it, right?
Yeah, it's the impact.
Right.
And
if you walked into a room and nobody turned their head, you'd still be Henri, but it wouldn't be the same. Like, I think you have to acknowledge that this is an external, to some degree, there's an external reaction to that. And people gravitate toward it.
Because I would never say that I had the it factor.
But you do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's about other folks,
Right.
Saying that. Because many thoughts I have on it when it comes down to other people, because I do feel like there's some folks who have the it factor. The quality of the it factor is what comes to mind now. Are there levels of quality or maybe negative types of it factor?
For example?
Oh God, I don't even, I'm trying to make sure I say so this is not going to be incriminating.
No, that's fine.
But just think about leaders who may have impact, right? But maybe it's not a positive impact.
Oh, for sure.
Do they not have an it factor? Is it factor positive always? Maybe that's the better question.
Yeah, that's a good question. Probably not. It's almost like you have this, I don't want to say superpower, but you have this extra thing.
Like you, yeah.
like you,
Like you.
like
We'll do
us,
this all day,
like
right?
us,
Exactly. Hey, come on, bring it home. I love it.
how do you treat it? How
Yeah.
do you how do you bring it to the world? Because
Yeah.
to your point, if it's done with the wrong intentions or power, control, authority,
Insecurities.
insecurity, fear,
Yeah.
it could have a negative impact on who you're leading for sure. And we've both seen that in various iterations in our careers. I've seen it in various places in my personal life. But you're right. It doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have it. It's just, is it being used in a positive or negative way? So I think it could go either way.
Yeah.
But obviously, it's the people who show up the way you do that. I'm saying that,
I
in
know,
a
I get
positive way that people want to be around you. I mean, I know you say, oh, come on, but it's true. People, even when we go places together, I walk in, I'm like, table for two. And they're like, oh, I love your nails. I love your, and they just want to engage with you. It's like your aura. I mean, I don't want to get woo woo,
Yeah, we like
but it
all
is like almost like your energy, the
Yeah.
energy you show up with. And maybe that's what the it factor is is one's energy
Right.
and how they show up in the world, that people feel the vibe. I mean, you've met people and you're like, oh God, how do I get away from this
So
person
many.
immediately?
Exactly.
Like they actually make you feel uncomfortable immediately. Something about their general energy just feels bad, off, or even like dangerous, right? Just like not for me. And then other times, like we talked about in another episode, we met and it was like, boom, this is a person I want to be involved with. I want to have in my life. So I think maybe that is more what it is than anything, is just the energy you give off in the world that's coming from who you are inside.
I love all of that. And one thing that's come to mind as you're saying it, I'm thinking about other people, and specifically in this case, like other Black young people or Black people who have the it factor, who may not be shining their light. It just, because, and I'm thinking about that because I'm judging myself in that, because I know that God has blessed me with something that's helpful to the world or impactful to the world, or I can make more connections. And that's how I look at it. I have to reframe it, because not that I'm dumbing down the quality of who I am, what I bring to the table, and the impact of it, because I do appreciate it, but I have to call it like this thing that I'm able to give back just because of who I am. But others who may be dimming that light, like, understand that your it factor, if you have the it factor, is powerful. And not only the Black kids, but any young person. I think about like the mentees that I have, and I have mentees that are from different races and culture. And the thing that they always say to me, they say to me, they gravitate to me because they feel like they have a light, but they don't know how to shine it. I've heard that numerous times.
That's amazing. I've never
Yeah.
heard it put that way, but that's great.
That's
So they
the reason
know they
why.
have it, they just don't know how to utilize it.
Exactly.
Wow.
Or having it, doing the things and not taking the credit for being blessed with this light.
And what is this light to you? Like what is it? Is it just something that is truly like from the other worlds, or is it something that is cultivated based on the way in which you grow up, the environment you're in, the parents you have, things like that?
I think it's definitely all of the above. I think that when you look at it from a personal perspective, it's when you know what you're good at, you know what you're skilled at, you hone those things, you feed them, and you also, what did I say, unapologetic, the kids are using that language now? You are living that unapologetically. I think that's the thing. Like, you're living it without fear. Like Nina Simone talked about, freedom is living without fear. It's that. I'm not saying that I'm, fearless. Or maybe I am a bit fearless, but I do live in a space where I'm just like, this is what I want to do, and this is what I'm here for. It's not only what you want to do, it's also what you want to do, and you're actually living it, like full, like getting my nails done and walking to different places. I don't do it for other people. It's a bonus for me when someone says, oh my God, you have done this for me. I'm like, oh my God, I was really doing it for me, to be honest with you, or to help people along, not really for the praise. So it's really rich to see like the impact, but it's truly living to me and your purpose. I use that language, and not being afraid of
So
it.
then maybe part of it is finding what your purpose is, and then shining the light that is already there to live an authentic, purposeful life.
Exactly.
Right?
That's it.
And maybe it's really not an it factor as much as it is like anything else, something you have to work at. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there are some people who have a different way of showing up, but I'm not sure now. I mean, you've made me think we need to think more about this, because is it just, he's got it and he's got it and she's got it, but those people don't?
Right.
Or is it that we or whoever we are have learned how to use it?
Yeah.
And that's the only difference. So now I have something to contemplate tonight. So thank you for that.
But also you did that for me as well. Like to think about it that way, because I think that everyone has an it factor, but what is that, and are you actioning it? Do you believe in it?
Well, I have to end this episode because now my mind is blown and I have to start thinking about this. So we'll have to discuss this over Greek food tonight.
Opa. I love it.
We're having Greek tonight.
Come on, bring it on. Cook it up.
Well, sorry for going off script, but anyway,
So good.
I love this stuff because it gives us an opportunity to think about things we thought we knew the answers to, and now we're like, but do we? Right. Which is kind of what this podcast is about. Not necessarily having the answers, but asking the questions.
Exactly.
And I love that. I love that that's what this is about, because that's what we do.
Yeah.
I mean, how many hours have we spent on the phone doing just this?
Exactly.
Which is why we started this, because we're like, everybody else should hear these conversations, right?
Exactly.
Seriously,
Get the people
when
cooking.
you think back, that's how this really did start.
So true.
Just having conversations. One at a time.
Listen.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in. And until next time, keep watching the world with wide open eyes. Au revoir.
Au revoir.